Varanashi Organic Farms is an illustrious example of how an ancestral farm gifted to an elder of the Varanashi family by kings underwent gradual changes to become a fully organic and sustainable farm. The farm is solely managed by the Varanashi family, Dr. Varanashi Krishnamurthy, Dr. Ashwini Varanashi, and their son, Coach Parth Varanashi. This farm shifted to 100% organic farming in 1991 and since then has seen subsequent progress in farm yield and profitability. The farm has multiple cropping system growing areca nut, banana, cocoa, coconut, pepper, vanilla, vegetables and much more. Varanashi farm has adopted water harvesting measures by adopting catch pits, percolation pits, mini check dams, and recharging bowels during the rainy season, which has greatly enhanced water availability during the summer. By growing timber and firewood trees like jack, teak, acacia, and more, Varanashi farm is now producing excess timber and firewood after satisfying the needs of the people dependent on the farm. Another interesting and eye opening observation is the reduction in absenteeism of farm workers in the recent years as compared to the pre organic years. The farm workers and the owners are healthier not only due to the non exposure of hazardous chemicals but also due to the consumption of self grown poison free food. Thus, the Varanashi farm has become a model with multifarious farm activities which are eco friendly and also economically stable.
Welcome to Varanashi Farms. I am Dr. Varanashi Krishnamurthy. So, 1994, we promoted an organization known as Varanashi Research Foundation with a purpose of doing research and development and extension in organic farming related activities, mostly developing organic manures, biofertilizers and biopesticides. The products developed in this organization were manufactured by sister concern Varanashi Organic Manures and marketed to the farmers.
Hi everybody, I am Dr. Ashwini Krishnamurthy and this is our farm here. We are having organic farm. Again, the basic principle of organic farming is multiple crop systems. So you can see here coconuts, then black pepper, cacao, nutmeg, bananas, rice fields after that. And we are trying to make use of the natural available things like sunlight, water and soil to the maximum possible extent. So you can see the litter fallen off, which is also made use of here as the manure, and also along with that we are adding compost manures, which we only manufacture.
It was built to empower the farmers so that they get good price for their good price and good market for their produce. It's a farmer society. I mean, 3 decades later, we have this incredible piece of land with life diversity, all different kinds of flora and fauna.
So everything that you grow here is completely organic?
Completely organic. This farm hasn't seen any chemical fertilizers or poisonous pesticides in over 3 decades.
Wow.
The cycle of life is just springing over here.
Nice. So the soil must be really fertile then?
It is. So what happens is, for millions and millions of years, this cycle has been continuing. Okay, so the leaves fall off, the barks fall off, and then that's eaten by macroorganisms like all these earthworms, the centipedes, millipedes and all. And their poop, it's eaten by microorganisms. And then these nutrients, these organic matter gets down into soil as a nutrient or a humus or organic matter, what we call it. And that's sucked on by the plants again. And then they grow, the photosynthesis happen, they produce food, what we eat, what the animals eat, and that whole cycle continues. Another concept about the farm here is it's multi-crop.
Okay.
There are more than 8 major crops that we grow in different layers. On the top layer, you can see we have areca nut. See the areca nut on top? Yeah. So that's the top layer. So right next to it is coconut. So right next to you see a coconut right there on your left side. A little below, you have banana. Okay, and you have the pepper vines creeping up over there through the different plants. And this nutrition thing with organic farm, it's proven. That's why people are ready to pay more premium for the organic thing. And then we have the god food. It's world's favorite food. Chocolate is made from it.
cacao. Yes.
So cacao in Latin is called theobroma. Theobroma means the god food.
Oh, that's
Literally
where the
god
name
food.
comes
That's
from.
This is a cacao pod. There are three major varieties. They are Criollo, which is our blue blood, and then there is the Forestro, which is a wild one, and then there is the Trinitario, which is like a hybrid. So this one's a Forestro wild variety. So this is a different variety of cacao. It's called Trinitario. So you can see it's narrow and sharp, and also it has ridges around it. Yeah, so you can see opens up.
Oh wow.
This farm was initially built. That's when they made these streams.
Like channels.
Channels. The idea is to make the water which is coming through the top of the farm touch as much surface area as possible before it goes out of the farm. So there is a mantra for...
that makes sense.
Yeah, the mantra for rainwater harvesting goes like this. Make the running water crawl, crawling water to stop, and the stopped water to seep into the ground. It's called the cacao waterfall because there's a cacao plant right on the edge. Yeah, that's a cacao plant.
Oh, this one is really blue.
It is, no? It's a clear pond.
Wow, I can actually see the bottom.
Yeah. There is a reservoir right above us, and this water is sedimented water coming out from that bigger pond. And so it's already cleared out. It's like a natural filtration.
Wow.
Concept of food forest is something that we love. So this is a patrode. The rice flour is pasted on top of it, and it's folded, and then folded on top of underneath banana leaf, and then it's steamed, and then we have this beautiful patrode for our breakfast. So 95% of the food that we eat at the farm comes from the farm. It could be rice, it could be the different vegetables, it could be stuff made from jackfruit, breadfruit, banana stem.
All your vegetables.
All the
beetroot.
vegetables, yeah. Colocase, we had patrode the other day. Colocase comes from here. Our salads, all the salads we eat in the night, they're grown here.
All the carrots, sprouts.
All those things. So this is breadfruit. It's great for vegetable, for sambars and palyas and all that. Jackfruit has a lot of value over here, and it's considered quite sacred for us because it saved millions of people's lives in here. During the Second World War in the 1940s, churches started stocking up food, thinking that
There was that Calcutta famine.
Yes, 2 million people lost their lives because of starvation in Calcutta. But the same thing happened here. All the food was taken away. But these guys realized they can live off eating jackfruit.
Oh, nice.
So jackfruit has jackfruit, coconut, all these things saved our people's lives. So.
I've seen a lot of swimmers come here, right? So you have a lot of kids coming here to train, and I've seen that it's not just the swimming coaching that you guys give them, but it's like a more wholesome experience where they're also eating really good organic food.
True.
So how do you think that makes a difference in their lifestyle as well as sport?
So I'm sure you've experienced this is what we are, what we eat.
100%.
Right?
Yes.
When you eat organic food, like I said, the original molecules which have been going around in this world for millions of years gets into the food system that we eat in an organic farm, and that's what we eat. In the technical term of coaching, we call it the microcycle, right? So you know about microcycle, where you break, you rebuild, you get stronger.
Right.
So if we drop the microcycle, then the recovery, because of the faster recovery, and you will achieve your targets. I could push these athletes for 7-8 hard sessions before they kind of break down. And even then, I give them one session off, and they come back and smash the workout again. Every single one human should be a superhuman. They should have this incredible strength because it's written in our code, our DNA. But because the components which are coming to make our body is not of the quality, because of their synthesized. They're all coming from the factory synthesized molecules, whereas the one originally present in the nature So in organic farming, the original molecules come through to your body. So this is a cafeteria we have where people come and eat. The kitchen's right at the back. Like I said, all the ingredients that goes to the food here, most of it comes from the farm. And Sharade is a lovely lady from here. She cooks food for us.
It's so simple, the food, but it's so tasty and nutritious.
It is nutritious, yeah, that's the thing. And we stick to the local thing. What is required for this place, we grow that. Philip Klingspies and his friends of the Treehouse Community. You should check them out, thetreehousecommunity.com.
Yeah.
So this is apparently the first one. So that's why the number 1 over there.
Ah, okay.
Devadaru 1.
Nice. And how long did it take to build this?
20 days. They smashed it in 20 days.
20 days is insane. And you said that they haven't drilled anything into the trees.
No, it's just been placed there.
And it's super secure.
It is. And I see the tree growing more happily and better than even before. I think it's the love. Like plants feel that love, and more people stay in the farm. They're like appreciating, oh, this is such a beautiful tree house. This is such a beautiful tree. It's taking it in, you know.
Yeah,
like
people underestimate the power of energy and
definitely, it's out there. Wow. And very clever engineering. So the heavy door over there, wooden door, is so easily opened because of the counterweight on the right side. See the string hanging down? So that carries the counterweight. Counterweight. Clever.
I love this design. It's a cute little tree house. Enough space to house 3-4 people in the midst of nature. So how big is the whole farm property?
From border to border, it's about closing to 50 acres. The farm itself is about 27 acres, the cultivated land.
Okay. Oh, so pretty much half is not. You've just left it uncultivated.
Yeah. Okay. So the idea of farm forest works the best in permaculture. A lot of the problems while you do agriculture is the pests, right? So there is different insects, there are different microorganisms which attack, pathogens attack. If there is a forest, it's like a buffer zone. It takes out all the beatings, letting the farm grow by itself. And also the intensity spread out. But if you just do farming all over the place, cutting down the forest, the ecology is lost, the diversity is lost.
And I know one of the reasons why farmers don't get into organic farming is because there is this belief that they cannot make enough money or they're not getting enough yield.
That's an absolute bullcrap. So what we do is a very scientific way to do it. We get the best of everything. So if you go with the scientific method, the yield is way more than what you get in chemical farming. Sustainability is more. The amount of money you spend on pest control is less. The quality of food, which is more important, which people are not thinking about. Quality of food is 10-folds more, or even, not even 10, maybe 100-folds more because it comes from a natural source. The yield is great. We have one of the last remaining knowledge of our ancient agriculture, which is 5,000 years old. The Sanatana Dharma from India.
Right.
We still use Panchanga, the Indian calendar, for agriculture. And there's all these practices where much more advanced. Now, what has happened in this farm is the infusion between that old form with the modern forms connected with FSL India, Workaway, and then our Instagram page as well. So this brings up to 20 to 25 volunteers every month, which changes. Some stay for as long as a year, the one coming from abroad. And we're also connecting with different universities. So they learn this new thing. That's completely new for them. They've seen permaculture, but we are a lot more than permaculture. So we're mixing that permaculture with the olden tradition we have and the modern science of microbiology, mixing all together. So they come, they stay here, they work every day for 6 hours. It's hard work. It's a farm work. But
it's fun.
It is fun.
I would love to do it.
It's a big transformation. You you stay close to the nature, you get a lot of good karma. You will rack up your negative carbon footprint thing. So, and then you get fit, obviously. You get to use the facilities here in terms of adventure sports and all that, learn new things, meet new people, community building.